got to read this.
What?
The orbit.
What am I looking for?
Just read it.
What, out loud?
Yeah, it's easier to catch if you read it out loud.
Cherish Elizabeth Hurtz was born September 28th, 1964, to loving parents Augustine and Sarah Beth Hurtz. A solid student, Cherish excelled in mathematics and English, finishing top of her class during her senior year at Jefferson Senior High. She went on to be a hard worker, gaining many friends at the municipal water and sewage plant until she retired early due to illness. She'll always be remembered for her hearty laugh and warm smile. She leaves behind her son, Donald Francis Lee Jr., her brothers, Brian Hurtz and Sean D. Hurtz, and a host of friends and loved ones. Cherish Elizabeth Hurtz passed away on August 28th, 2023. We will miss her. You love me. Wait, what? Who is it? Now.
Good to see you, man. Well, you stink.
You look good, though. Have you eaten?
Not recent.
No? I'll get something going in the kitchen. Why don't you, go get yourself and okay. Take your mom's. Right. We'll make time to talk about it. Okay. Just go make yourself right. All right.
I'm sorry, I missed Mama's funeral. I really meant to be here.
We'll hash that over here.
What's got you banging on our door this early in the morning?
I got into something that went a bit too far. I ain't nowhere else to go, and I ain't want to be alone.
That's a good start.
Yeah. Hey, Uncle B, you saw some things get out of hand when we went to force, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
That happened. Things got out of hand.
Why don't you stop blowing smoke up our asses and just tell us what the hell happened?
All right. There were four of us. Specs, Rev, DT.
D.T.
Dark Time. That's what he likes us to call him.
You ever handle...
A what?
A nickname.
Oh, no.
You know, it doesn't matter.
What happened?
So the plant shut down near Harper. We lost a lot of folks during COVID. So we started up work, and then the strikes happened. Messed us up pretty bad. Couldn't find any work out there, so we talked up a plan, stack up some cash, and go our separate ways. You know, I had a little something, start someplace new.
So who do you pick?
Well,
Town's gone bust. Illegal business never dries up. Who's the mark?
It was a meth deal out of Buchanan. We heard he was about to re-up, so we decided to make a move on him.
yeah, we don't need to hear the details. Just how'd you end up here?
DT, he had some feelings about the dealer. On the account of his niece who OD'd. Man, he went ballistic on that dude. Brother, he was gonna kill.
Did you Did you see this dark time killing?
No, I froze, and I panicked, and I ran and jumped in the car and drove off while he was beating him.
You came straight here?
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I just kept driving.
Is there any reason why they should come looking for you?
Witness?
Witness? You didn't witness any. You witnessed a guy beating up a drug dealer.
What's in the bag?
Oh, nothing. Just some clothes and some things I had in the trunk.
Is the car yours?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
What? That's the first place that they're looking to try to find you. Is there anything else you want to tell us?
Good. Because I'm fucking exhausted.
But you go get some sleep too, kid. You've been driving all late.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
The hell?
Get up. Shit. What were you thinking? That's a lot of money to make off with. Whoever has dibs on that cash is gonna come looking for it.
I'm right there.
It happened so fast. I didn't realize they put the duffel on the back seat when I drove off.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing anybody that's hard up for that money. It wasn't premeditated ripoff.
But it wasn't, Uncle B. I got away from there because I don't want to have anything to do with a dead body. I was an hour away before I realized the duffel bag was in the back seat. I damn near crashed the car when I saw it.
Piss somebody off. And I bet good money they don't give a damn about your I didn't mean to's and I don't knows.
JD's right. This is enough money to spend some good time on. You got any way to get in touch with these guys? Yeah, maybe we should leave the bag outside of town.
It's not a good idea, Brian. If they did kill that guy, they'd take the money and still want to kill the witness if they're smart.
What the hell were you thinking, Danelle?
It wasn't.
Damn right it was.
First things first, we gotta ditch the car. The thing is, you didn't want this when you hightailed it. You don't need to know where it is while we cover your ass.
No buts, Danelle. You need to lie low, and folks with your money have no idea.
Brian, you have gardening.
I got someplace I gotta be. You know what, Danelle? I'm really happy you're here, but I'm really pissed at you right now. God.
Yeah, gardening.
How are you feeling?
A little tired, but I'm doing.
Didn't expect to see you here today.
What, and miss all this?
It's therapeutic.
Indeed it is.
Sorry I didn't make the repast yesterday.
Don't worry about it, you didn't miss anything. Everybody was just being their best version of their best selves. It's kind of droll, actually. Afterwards, a few of us went back to the house and played dominoes, made the best of it.
That's a way to grieve.
Yeah. It was a soothing distraction from all the bullshit.
Can always get a cushy job with your badge experience.
No, I like this. Getting my hands dirty. Trying to sustain a life. That's pretty much what I did for Cherish. Except for this feels like it's got a little bit more hope and reward.
Tell me something about Cherish.
Like what?
Something that reminds you of her.
She loved horses.
Horses?
Yeah. She had this secret crush on horses that I never knew about. Yeah. One day we were watching this TV show. It was a horse competition. It was on one of the sports channels. I'd fallen asleep next to her on the couch. And I thought she was still asleep. And I picked up the remote and I was going to change the channel, and she put her hand on mine, stopped me. It wasn't forceful or anything, just made me think that she wanted something. And I looked over and she had this perfect blend of focus and wonder in her eyes. And then I knew it was just that she didn't want me to change the channel. So I put the remote down and we just sat and watched this horse show on TV. Dementia is a bitch, you know. It's like there's this bridge that's crumbling between you and your loved one. And you never realize how much communication is a connection to that loved one until it's gone. You know, you can hear their voice and see their face, and you know it's them. And it just makes it hurt all the more in that moment when you know they don't know who you are. But that day, she spoke to me. Not to some random stranger sitting beside her, not to a caretaker or some figment of her imagination. She talked to me, her brother. She knew my name. And she told me all of these wonderful things about horses. Hunter saddles, seat saddles, breeding, a whole gamut of things that I had no idea were in her head. I mean, she'd never talked about this kind of stuff before. I don't think she'd ever ridden one of them before. I don't think she'd ever touched a horse in her lifetime. But there we were in this amazing moment where she was the teacher and I was the student. And she was teaching me everything about horses. Every day till the day she died, I waited for that version of her to come back, and it never did. That was it. That was the last time she talked to me, brother. That's when I learned something new about my sister that I never knew.
Brian,
Elena?
would you go on a date with me?
So Specs did the scouting. She checked the dude out, got to know his routine. It took some time.
Usually does if you do it right.
Yeah. The whole time I was trying to find a job. I was just trying to find something so I could just bow out when it got real, you know? But I couldn't. They said the jobs were there, but when I went to the interviews, there were no callbacks, nothing. And then sooner or later, Specs, she comes up with a plan and a date. And then Rev is the mouthpiece and DT's kind of the enforcer.
So you're the driver.
Yeah.
Always the fucking driver.
What?
What happened next?
Oh, well, we meet up with the dude. Real hard ass. He comes up alone. He shows Rev and DT that he's packing. And Spec, she's a few steps back because she's holding a mostly fake product.
Mostly fake product?
She wanted to make it at least look real. So she dressed down. She bought from the dude from time to time, you know, while watching him. She wanted to make sure that when she buys from the dude, she can stack up enough to make some fake baggies and resell it as a new plug at a discounted price.
Discounted? There's close to $100,000 in that duffel.
Yeah, but he was dumb enough to think he can get double the amount for the money.
Idiot.
Yeah. So, we hang back. We let Rev and DT, you know, do the meet and greet. Everything looks good. So Rev, he nods. Specs walks over, gives him the duffel bag. She comes over by me, because she doesn't want the guy to recognize her. And I'm standing next to the steering wheel as close as possible. Bags are dropped. Rev and the dude check him out. All looks calm. So Rev nods, Specs walks over, gets the duffel. Now on her way back, DT says something to the dude. The dude is caught off guard and so is Rev. Then all of a sudden, DT starts wailing on the dude. The guy goes for his gun. He takes it from him and he starts whipping him with it. Wham, wham, wham. I'm like, it's crazy. And Rev freezes. And Specs runs by me and she's screaming, he's gonna kill that boy. Then it's this real hard hit. Like crack. I'm like, oh shit. So I panic. Then I run, I dip, I jump in the car and I drive off. And in my rearview mirror, I see Rev and Specs try to stop DT from stomping the guy.
Do you know why this DT lost his cool?
He had a crew at a local high school giving some samples. Now, I don't know the specifics, but I know DT's niece OD'd from it. Now, as I'm driving, an hour later, I look back in the back seat, there's a duffel bag. I didn't know that Specs left it in the car.
I believe you've learned this lesson already. I'm going to say it anyway, just to make sure that you heard me say it. Everything ain't for everybody. There's nothing wrong with that. People can, will, and do get hurt. You understand?
Yeah, I understand, Uncle. Hey, how was Mom's funeral?
Same as any other. Sad, boring, no shows.
I really wanted to see Mom. I meant to be there. I tried to remember the last time I saw Mom. I tried to remember if she smiled and if we said, I love you before we parted ways. I'm pissed at myself because I can't remember. She was gone for so long. I kept running, staying busy, not facing it, not facing her. I just couldn't deal with it. Last time I saw her, she reminded me how quickly everything gets taken away from us. And the thought of the funeral, I couldn't bear it. I could have been here. But I couldn't. So I sat in the car, ate a cheeseburger, and I just cried.
Your uncle and I were here. Could have come see us, check on us. Your mother didn't need you at the funeral. We did. Because we're your family too.
I'm sorry, Uncle.
Hey, it's okay. You know, your mother, she showed me tenderness during a rough time of my life. I owe her the best of me, even now that she's gone. I wouldn't be standing here talking to you if it wasn't for her. I learned how to love from her. She taught me that. She taught me how to love myself when all I held was hatred and contempt. This thing with your friends, it isn't over. They're coming for you, and they ain't gonna stop coming till they get what they want. There's good in you, son. I know it because there was so much good in your mother. And God rest his soul, your father, he was a good man too.
An empty room where songs fall, corral the blame. Stay too long and can't recall the sweet refrain. I didn't know the river would lead me on. Before you, everything I ever did was wrong. Wasn't clear, no dear. Did she say she loved me? Did I mishear? Now I fear never knowing.
I had a really awesome day today. Thank you for the invitation.
I appreciate the company.
So, what are we doing here, Elena?
Guess we could be doing a lot of things here, Brian. Living, being connected, starting something, making up for wasted time, trying. Or it could be nothing. We can just be two people who work on a level of spending time together. Why are you uncomfortable?
I don't think the word is uncomfortable, maybe apprehensive. I really enjoy our friendship. You know what I mean? This closeness that we have. I never want to lose that. And I don't want to be insensitive here, but we've lost our buffer. Your husband's gone, and I don't have to take care of my sister anymore.
And here we are.
Yeah, here we are. I won't be able to get it back if I do. There's something to lose here.
There are many things to lose here. One is opportunity. Another is time. I get what you're saying, I do, and I won't press against that, but how much longer do we lie to ourselves and make believe we have all the time in the world to figure everything out? I mean, we're here now. I'm not asking you to do anything you don't want to do. I'm asking you to be free with me.
Elena,
No, Brian, that's it. I'm asking you that if you have feelings, explore them with me.
I guess I want that too.
Good.
Elena, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Will you go on a date with me tomorrow night?
Mhm.
Shouldn't have come here. Or should have come, found Mom's grave, paid my respects, and kept it moving. Shouldn't have brought this shit on you and Uncle Brian.
That may be. Doesn't matter now, does it? Here's $500 from my car guy. It's a little walk-around money till we can get this stuff sorted out.
Still, I shouldn't have came. I ain't want these guys to show up and something bad happen.
You really think that's the best?
Yeah, I do.
That's interesting. Because you're the same idiot that got yourself into all this trouble to begin with. It's hard to see a bad thing in a good way. It just is what it is. But you're here now. You're not alone trying to figure this out. And you can keep running. Well, they'll catch you. And when they do, what do you think will happen?
I don't know.
Exactly. If you're gone, Brian and I will know what you've gotten into. We'll know what you're running from. If you're not here, we can't help you. You need help. That's why you came to us, right?
Something like that.
Something like that. So it's in your best interest to stay put. Because the only difference between you being out there face down in some ditch or being able to make a stand with your family for a better, safer outcome is simply your ability to be patient and wise. You understand?
I understand.
Good. Now get your ass out of that chair and finish helping me up. I'm hungry.
You're always hungry, Uncle.
Just means I'm alive.
I got something to ask you.
Shoot.
You say you had a car guy,
True.
but you have no car.
Perceptive.
I was just wondering.
I just choose.
Okay.
Okay.
Any particular reason?
I made some bad decisions in my time. And one of those bad decisions was just too big to take back. So I came home and talked to your mom about it. And she convinced me that this world is just too big for people like me. Too many opportunities for distractions. So I decided to stay put. Make my world smaller. Take my time.
So you quit driving?
It helped.
I just thought you had some issues driving stateside.
Only when I was sick.
You still shoot?
When I need to let off steam. Why?
I don't know. Just in case.
It won't come to that.
How was the date?
It was good. Real good.
You think anything's gonna come out of it?
I'm not sure. But I'm definitely more open to it.
That's good. That's good. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. So, what are you going to do with your meth money?
I was thinking about heading to Florida, getting a gig at the waterfront, start over.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I like the water.
Your dad loved the water. Yeah, we used to go fishing a lot back in the day.
Yeah?
Yeah, sometimes I thought he was going to jump in and swim away like he grew some gills or something.
Did Mama like to fish?
Oh, no. She liked to eat. And your father, man, he was a master at gutting, cleaning, and frying. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I think that's why she married him. Oh, there was this one time, JD and her, they got into it. JD said to her, "So, what is it about Donnell? Huh? What is it? What makes him so special? Huh? Why him?" She looks him dead in the eye and she says, "Because his croaker makes me come."
She didn't. She didn't say that.
Oh, yeah, she did. She was a firecracker back then. Oh, yeah. And when she said it, I mean, she was angry, right? But after, they just fell out bawling, laughing. It was unbelievable. Yeah. And it never came up again.
Did Uncle JD ask her that because my father was black?
No, I don't think so. You know, I have no idea what caused the argument. None at all. You know, JD and your father, they didn't get along like he and I did. We used to have some great talks. I mean, we learned a lot from each other. Yeah. He loved your mother. I mean, really, really loved her. The two of them, they loved much better than most. You know what I mean?
I kind of remember seeing it, or at least feeling it. I was so young when he died.
It was strong. Yeah. And when the accident happened, the pain she felt was just as strong, if not stronger. Yeah, she never recovered. Oh, she tried, but nah, she never did. You know, you and I, we can't imagine how hard that must have been. Now, it's not like we have this obligation to love someone that starts out as a stranger, or, you know, somebody that wasn't a family member or a child. You know, it's just someone expands our lives and truly loves us. And the only reward is the possibility of love in return. I mean, when that's taken away, the pain is just... It's like losing two parents on the same day. Yeah, the shine just kind of drifted a little bit after that. She was never the same. That had to be really hard on you too.
Not really. When I was old enough to pay attention, I was grown and heading out the door.
Yeah, well, the last few years have been really tough. And I don't blame you for not being here. I think it would have been really, really hard on you to see her like that. But I don't forgive you. She was your mother, and she deserved better.
I understand, Uncle B.
I have a date tomorrow night with Elena, and I really wish I could tell her about it. Your mom. I know that she would be very happy for me.
Yeah, Uncle B, I love you.
I love you too, Donald. I need to go get some sleep. I'm really tired.
What's with him?
What, are you sensing something new?
You think if you just beat the shit out of somebody, you'd be in a better mood. There's a lot of pent-up anger in that dude.
You think he should be nicer because he almost beat a dude to death?
Yes, I'd be ecstatic.
You think it'd be therapeutic at least?
Right, like one of those rage runs with go batshit crazy and just beat the shit out of random objects, people.
You think it's about the money?
Could be. I mean, I love her brother, but how far out are we?
About 6 or 7 hours. I figure we'll get in late night and I can find a verbo spot for us to hold up.
Why not just get a shitty hotel?
Because I don't want to stay in a shitty hotel room.
They're cheaper.
Because they're shitty. It's bad enough I'm on this elongated road trip from hell with you and Batman over here. You want me to shack up in a crack room with no AC and bedbugs too?
Well, first of all, we shouldn't be staying anywhere. And all honesty, we shouldn't be going anywhere. We have to leave any trace behind that we were here. Wait, you talking about Frank Miller Batman?
Of course. Have you noticed the eyeliner and brooding?
Yeah, that's accurate. You think Donnie made it to his mother's funeral?
I don't know. Probably not.
That sucks.
Yeah.
All right, well, I gotta call the wife and kids, so.
Sure.
Hey.
Hey, holding up, brother.
Steady. You?
Same.
You guys piss with me?
No, I mean, it's not your fault.
Yeah, it is.
You had a hard feeling and you found the guy to take it out on. You're human. Just get over it.
You got a plan to get the money back?
You know it.
Good.
Slowly in the sands, days untold. Descending down on hammered gold. Hearts that fold in the life of men grown old. You're looking so good, come on, pretty thing now, days untold. When you breathe your breath on my neck, give me a shiver. And I'm a man of angles, tied and tangled from the last time I kissed
Glass of water,
her.
please. Thank you very much. What are you doing out alone?
Need to get out the house.
Why? Did something happen between you and JD?
No. I just need to get out the house. I was anxious, so I took a walk. Needed a beer.
It's not safe. We're going to the head, down that thing. We're out of here as soon as I come back.
Sir.
How you holding up, Donnie?
Specs.
I mean, the guys missed you. You didn't even say goodbye.
Is that guy dead?
No, he's not dead. Look, DT was out of line. Rev and I stopped him before he made a bad thing worse. It was all about his niece. You know about that?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask you to explain yourself. It's irrelevant now. But I need to know where the money is. And not just where, but when we can arrange for its pickup. Can you help me with that?
No.
No?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
We're giving you the benefit of the doubt here. We just want what's ours.
I got a lot on my mind right now. And I don't like the fact that you popped up on me like this. So right now I can't help you.
Then help yourself. We're not interested in playing tough here. We just want what's ours and be on our way.
I don't know if that dude is alive. And I don't know if I can trust you to not let that shit go down like that again.
Okay. Good to see you in good health, Donnie. See you around.
What?
Specs. Specs was here. They're here.
Where?
She was sitting right here. We talked.
Talked? What did you talk about?
We talked about the money.
And
She
what'd you-
wanted to know where it was.
What'd you tell her?
I told her I couldn't help her.
What?
I told her I couldn't help her. I wasn't going to let them come to the house and ambush me, so I told her I could not help her.
We're out of here. Now.
What the hell happened?
The emo kid winged me, and then I fell and hit my head on the car door.
Where's Donnell?
You know, Donnell is not the problem right now. They've got my ID. They have our address. They know where we live.
Damn it, Brian.
You know, it's weird. These kids, they weren't gung-ho. It's like the guy that shot me, he apologized like I was collateral damage or something.
We gotta fix this.
Yeah, for Sis.
As long as we don't get killed in the process.
It shouldn't get any worse than this.
I still see no reason on why you had to shoot the man.
We needed Donnell to understand that we mean to get what we came for.
Why are you speaking for him?
It was an accident.
He only grazed him.
Well, he only grazed him. Now you're a doctor. You have no idea what kind of damage you could have done.
He wouldn't tell me where the money is, Rev, plain and simple.
Maybe he was scared because you materialized on him in the bar Specs. The last time you saw us, Detective Riggs over here was beating the man to death.
I understand how you feel. I do. But that's all our future in that bag. It's important we get it back.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. So a quick, non-violent job turns into an incredibly violent job. Then it turns into a road trip. It turns into this expensive-ass Verbo. And then the abuse of octogenarians. On top of that, he has a gun. All right? He actually has a gun that we've been riding with in my car without my knowledge.
It was the drug dealers.
There still is no reason for it to be with us.
Rev, calm down.
Don't tell me to fucking calm down, Specs.
What's done is done. In a couple of days, we'll come home from our casino trip with enough money to make a little dent in our lives, enough to make a change for the better. It's why we're here. It's what we want. Nobody is dead, and we don't want that to happen.
If it makes you feel better, I'll get rid of the gun.
Yes, that would make me feel better.
If that's what it takes to get you back in the game, I don't see why we can't do that.
I'm all for you beating up drug dealers, but you can't be shooting old people, DT. That's just ridiculous.
DT, give me the gun.
Why would he have it in his pocket?
Yeah, dude, I don't get the logic of that at all.
God, man.
We are about to ride off into the sunset. Let's keep our heads. No more violence. No more infighting. We lay low for a couple of days, we go get the money, and then we get the hell out of town.
Why can't we just go now?
Because you shot an old white man. Which means that there's now an angry old white man. And then maybe there'll be more angry old white men. If we go now, there'll be guns pointed at us with these angry old white men with shaky, itchy trigger fingers.
So we wait. We let them rage out and calm themselves. When it feels better, we go get the cash and head home. Good?
Good.
Good.
Man, you suck, dude.
Hey,
Is that for me?
yes, it's for you. How are you feeling?
Hurts a little bit when I laugh. Don't make me laugh.
You'll be fine.
Thanks for coming.
No worries. Brian, what happened? I mean, what was this about?
Well, Donald Jr. got himself in a little run-in with some guys down in West Virginia and followed him up here.
A run-in?
Yeah, JD and her just trying to help him sort it out.
What kind of run-in gets you shot, Brian?
Kind that's not all bad, but not all good.
That's not good enough. You can't have this happening to you. You mean something to me.
Well, you mean something to me too, Elena, but that's all I can tell you right now. It's, the less you know, the less you're involved, the better off you are. I feel bad that you're even here helping me right now, but I'm glad you're here, and I'm grateful. But until we get this sorted out, and I know that Donald Jr. is safe, I can't tell you anymore. You're just going to have to trust me.
I'll be honest, Brian. I've been asked to trust before. All I got in return was heartbreak and hurt. I mean, I had a husband who would come home with scratches, bruises, black eyes, glass stuck in his hands, blood and booze every time. Every time I asked why, there was a wall, a deflection, and a promise. I know you're not him, but I also know that I am me. And I don't want the heartbreak of finding out that you're someone different than I believed you to be all these years. May not be fair, but this is just how I feel. The scenario is too familiar, and I know what I've done wrong in the past. You understand?
I do.
Good.
And you're right. You are. I am who I am. And I never want to hurt you or give you a false version of myself. But my nephew is in trouble, and I need to help him sort this out as one last good gesture to my sister. Now, this involves money, enough money to shoot a bullet. And I got shot. But, I'm going to be okay. Promise. JD, Donald Jr. and I, we're gonna get this thing worked out. And I'm going to heal. And I'm going to get back to gardening with you. With our hands in the soil. Standing there laughing. Creating new memories. Sit together and watch the water. Eat good food. And make love. We're going to do these things because we have to. And because we want to. Now, God knows we have wasted a lot of time. And I know how precious time is, especially at this stage in our lives. But I love you, Elena. And I want to be with you. Right now, I need you to trust me. Thought you might come here.
Yeah. Mom brought me here when I was a kid. Haven't seen this view in a few years.
Yeah, it's kind of been crazy the last couple of days. A lot more excitement than I'm used to around here. Thought maybe after the funeral, life would get a little less interesting, but here we are. Hey, holding up.
I'm a bit turned around. Got a lot of things on my mind.
What?
I call those guys my friends. Now I'm sitting here thinking how I didn't step up and try to calm things down. I was afraid. Fear. That moment of flight. It all caused this. I took the money and I ran and I
Yeah, a mistake.
Still. I was afraid and I took the money. Missed Mom's funeral. You're sitting here with a hole in your hand.
Well, everything you just said is absolutely true. But the story ain't over. You know what's funny? I was in the sheriff's department for 40 years and I drew my gun twice. Never had to shoot. Was never shot. No. I get shot as a civilian. And after a pretty awesome date where it was looking like I was going to wake up with a woman in my bed the next morning.
Sorry, Uncle B.
You know, you haven't been here in years to sit with your mother. You missed her funeral, and now you're sitting here tearing yourself up over who knows what. That ain't healthy. You know, JD and I, we try and live our lives with lessons learned and blessings earned. That means that we keep moving forward and we just let the dark shit, just leave it behind. It's time for you to start doing the same thing.
You know, Uncle B, that night you got shot, I dreamed about Mom. She came to visit me. It's right here at this pier. She held my hand in hers and she spoke so clearly. She told me all things come to an end. Good things, bad things. And my only failure is to throw my hands up and not do nothing. But I gotta do something. So as I began to say something back to her, I wanted to tell her thank you. I wanted to tell her I understood. I wanted to tell her I love her. And as I opened my mouth, there was this strong hand on my shoulder. I knew that touch. It was my dad. I was so excited. I woke up out of my dream. I had to catch my breath. If I had the chance, I would tell my dad what I wanted to tell my mom. I tried to force them into my dreams. And tell them all the things I wanted to tell them when they were here.
We got company. Which one is it?
Emo kid.
You stay put.
Injured reserves.
Hey, Donnie.
Rev. DT.
How you been?
All is calm. All is bright.
Make it to your mom's funeral? Shit, man. It's your mother.
Respects.
She's not around. We found it counterproductive for all three of us to come out here. You know, just in case somebody had to tell the tale or avenge us or whatever. How's your uncle's hand doing?
He's healing. He'll live.
Yeah, I was uncalled for, man.
I'm sorry. I was tired.
None of this had to go down like this, man.
For what it's worth, I apologize for running out on you guys like that.
That's on me.
That's sweet. Okay, money. We're here for money, and it's in that bag, right?
That's right.
And is there anything I need to know before we look into it?
I got my cut. A little extra for my uncle's pain and suffering.
Okay. But it's a nice town, man. You plan on staying?
Nah, I'm gonna keep it moving.
Probably come back when I get things together. What about you? You gonna uproot the family?
Nah, bro. I'm married with children. I literally have to do bubble baths and foot rubs and get bottles of wine before I even get to talk, so I don't get to make decisions like that.
Wish you can afford it.
Yeah, now I can. I'm really sorry about how all of this went down, man. Specs is too.
Gentlemen, I trust we got all this sorted.
Yes, sir.
Any other reason you guys might think of coming back this way again?
No, sir. No reason at all.
Well, guys, let me introduce you. This is my Uncle JD. This is Rev.
Dark time.
Dark time. What's your real name?
Donnie Trunks, sir.
Dark time is more badass, right?
Yeah.
Are you a reverend?
It's subjective.
Like, funny guy. I like this guy. I like you both. Where's the third?
Decided to lay low today.
In case someone had to avenge you.
That's right.
So you fellas didn't want a war, huh?
Oh, no, sir. We did not want a war.
Why has my brother got a hole in his hand?
There's no good reason for that, sir. It was a very bad error in judgment.
Bad judgment. Sounds about right. Up. Both of you. First things first. MVA's a son of a bitch. Where's my brother's license?
I have it, sir. With your permission, I can procure it for you.
Granted. Okay, fellas. I think we got all this bundled up.
I hope so, sir.
Wow.
Better.
You okay? Stop shooting at people.
Hey.
Hey.
Where you headed?
Canton, North Carolina. Far enough to start over, close enough to come back home.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I ran it by Uncle Brian. He thinks so too. So, what are you gonna do since Mom's gone?
I'm not sure.
You figure it out.
Or life will figure it out for me.
That's how it works, huh?
It's a little bit of give and take. Sometimes you have to steer the ship. Sometimes you have to sit back and let the waves take you where they want to take you. Your job is to know the difference between the two. So, how much money did he leave us?
Well, enough to pay the property taxes for a while and keep some beer in the fridge.
Sounds good. Do you think we did right by him?
I think we did the best we could.
Cherish, she would have loved this story, huh? Especially the part about you getting shot.
So funny. Yeah, she'd had a lot of jokes about that. Yeah, and then she would have smothered me to death trying to nurse me back to health.
I miss her.
Yeah, I miss her too. Yeah, I think we always will. It's right there in our face right now. It'll die down. It'll lurk, waiting to give us a punch in the gut when we're least expecting it.
That sounds awesome.
The Hurtz brothers, as I live and breathe.
Say, Hodge, beer's in the fridge.
What are you guys doing?
We're hanging in there.
Can't tell you how sorry I am about Cherish passing. It may not be my place.
You're right. It's not your place.
Yeah, well, I appreciate your visit and your kind words, Sheriff. I was kind of curious about your choice for making a personal visit.
I want to know a little bit more about that boo-boo right there.
What, this? It's nothing.
Tell you what I know. I know there was a gunshot outside of Hook and Vine a couple nights ago, and you were there with two other men, not JD. Is that right? And if Walt did that, that ain't right, brother. Most times there's a story to go along, and I know no police report was filed. So pardon me for being concerned about not only a fellow officer, but a good, upstanding citizen getting shot in my jurisdiction.
I can understand that, but this here's a labor of love, and maybe just a smidgen of collateral damage for right or wrong. There's no person's charge or nothing to file. You good with that?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Whatever this is or was, is it over?
Oh, indeed it is.
Thanks for the beer. I'll see myself out.
Prick.
JD, come on, he's good people.
You know, I spoke to Donnell before he left, and he asked me what I was going to do next, and I didn't know what to tell him. Cherish is gone. And you, Brian, if I see you, you're happy. I'm happy for you. This thing with you and Elaine, I think will be good for you both. Cherish was my anchor. She was my comfort. Even when her mind was gone, I mean, I could still sit and talk to her, to make believe she's still there. And now she really isn't. And I don't know what to do. She knew my secrets, Brian. Now she's gone.
I don't know what to say to you, brother. It's about feelings, and I don't have the logic to soothe you. Yes, she's gone. But she's been a part of our hearts and our lives long enough to have permanent residency and after effects. It's going to be very, very hard. We're old, Brian. And it's going to be hard to try new things and trying to find a way to fill the gaps. But we'll get it done. We'll get it done together. And I may not be the one for you to tell your secrets to, but I'll help you find a way to get them told. And we will rejoice, we'll mourn, we'll build. We'll do all these things together. You get me?
Did you know that Cherish had a thing about horses?
Yeah, Cherish, she loved horses. Yeah, she used to watch those competitions all the time. And actually, I think she preferred to watch them on her own. It was kind of like her little thing. She didn't want to share with anyone.
I only found out, and I was taking care of her, and we had fallen asleep, and there was a horse show competition on, and I went to turn it off, and she stopped me. I had no idea.
She was an equestrian.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Well, you learn something new.
Every day. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
You just talked about me having jack shit to do.
I love you, brother.
I love you too.
it's through. I still say I love you. Shoe leather wear and whiter, forever burn in a fire. Let it burn in a fire. I'm not low, I'm not tired. A gentle drift of love is born. The iron rod, metal's gold. Light is a weapon and so much more. Beauty fit for southern corners. She's downstate and not former. Page tilts when I'm inspired. My father's reign is still on fire. Let it burn in a fire. When you're low, I'm not tired. Gentle drift, lovers born. The iron rod, metal's gold. Lies is a weapon and so much more.
It feel good to be me. It feel good to be free. It feel good. Yo, let me tell you a little something about mud kids. Be vicious with the mics and flows. And if you didn't know about the mud kids, you gon' say I don't know what I know. But who let the monsters in? Straight stomping in without the phony posturing. Battle rappers with a penchant for consciousness. Boom back, standing firm and they obstinate. Rhyming giants, deadly alliance. No compromise or compliance. Unified front, 40 toes in defiance. Hip-hop is our science, all else is derivative. Move against the squad and watch us all go primitive. Skill definitive, weaponized mentality. Diverse by your warfare, we kill all banality. Cracking the fatalities, declaring hip-hop. Y'all just a formality, I'll label y'all hip-hop. Hip-hop is our science, all else is derivative. Hip-hop. Move against the squad and watch us all go primitive. 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 Hop is our science, all else is derivative. Hip hop. Move against the squad and watch us all go primitive. Primitive.
Look alive, don't appease me. A virtual eyes, you cannot see me. I've been sound waves easily, immortalize me like I'm in 3D. Cause he be freely weaving the industry like a Memorex. Asking me to go next is like Hawk Puncher, your solar plex. Us don't trust the Dragon Slayer. For he lays with Princess Leia's and has more sex than 40 ball players. Hey y'all, I'm 3 stacks when the snare hits. But no matter how hard your glare hits, you still watching for my footprints. You cannot scare a bear, bitch. This is the Revenant, I will not repent. God sent death and I'm the one he sent. I'll still have an old soul while your young money spent. Mold rolls on your cold tats, cause I've been off your chin.
Is our science, all else is derivative. Hip hop. Move against the squad and watch us all go primitive. 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 Hop is our science, all else is derivative. Hip hop. Move against the squad and